Hi, and welcome again to Ivy English. I'm Karen.
And I'm Wesley.
We're already to the middle of the month, past the middle of the month, because we don't have so many days this month. It is February 15th, and today we have our translation exercise of the month. Here we are with part A, number 1.
好 ，A 题组的第一题是快节奏的日常生活会导致人压力增加，甚至可能影响他们的睡眠品质啊。那这个地方呢，快节奏的日常生活，你可以想一个词哈，就表示它是这个快节奏的日常生活。但是呢，我想到说，其实是过这样的日子才会让你压力增加哈。那当然，你也可以说是这样的生活让你压力增加哈，那就是不同的翻译方法。那我想到的是，是过这样的日子会让你这个压力增加哈，所以我就想到一个英文常常讲 to lead a certain kind of life 哈，就过这样的一种生活。好，所以我就用 lead。那这个地方因为它是放在主词的位置，所以我就用动名词哈 leading。然后呢 leading 这种快节奏的日常生活，我可以讲 fast paced， 这个中间一个 hyphen 哈，就是快节奏的，因为生活的节奏我们用的字常常用 pace 这个字哈。
Everybody, please listen to Wesley's vowels. They're beautiful. Because a lot of Taiwanese will say pest. Pest. A pest is somebody who is bothering you. What a pest.
Yeah.
Or past.
Mm-hmm.
And past is 过去. So past, pest, paste are totally different things. And paste, P-A-C-E-D, 跟浆糊是同音字. Paste, paste.
Oh, I didn't notice that. You're
yeah.
right. Yeah.
The important thing is say the letter A, 胚而现在 A 要念得很夸张，那个母音才会到位。Paste, fast, paste.
好，那生活其实我可以用 lifestyle 啊，因为那是一种生活的模式啊，所以呢，这个前面快节奏的日常生活，我的翻译就是 leading a fast-paced lifestyle， 然后呢会导致 can result in 就是导致导致人的压力增加。那这个地方你可以想这个人你可能要想我要用怎么样来处理这个人，但是其实你可以想到这样的一种生活方式，它的结果就是会导致压力增加。那其实你不一定要把那个人讲出来，因为压力增加，那当然就是你过这样生活的人压力增加嘛，所以我就直接写说 result in increased stress levels， 好，就是压力的等级。好，那 level 会要加 s， 因为会有不同的等级。
And note that he said stress levels. He didn't say stress levels because it's a compound. 两个都是名词，被修饰的名词是没有重音的。Stress levels.
好，然后呢，这个而且 may even 甚至于可能会好，那影响我们的睡眠品质，直接可以讲 affect our sleep quality。好，那这里呢，我题目里面写他们，但其实在英文里面在这个地方用 our 其实没有什么不对的，因为这个他们我们在这里都是统称啊。好，所以影响我们睡眠品质，但是你这个 affect 前面你可以再加一个强调一下是 negatively 啊，所以 may even negatively affect our sleep quality。好，那这样这个句子就翻译完成了。
The whole thing?
好，整句我再念一次。Leading a fast-paced lifestyle can result in increased stress levels and may even negatively affect our sleep quality.
Wow, there's a bunch of compound nouns here. Besides stress levels, we also have sleep quality. Well, we at least have two. Lifestyle is also a compound noun. So lifestyle, stress levels, sleep quality. Watch the stress. Here's my translation. A fast-paced daily life piles on stress and can even affect your quality of sleep. Now, there are a couple things to watch out for here. I kind of simplified a bit. So instead of lifestyle, which is a good choice, I just picked daily life. Fast-paced daily life piles on, 就把它堆起来，就是堆得越来越高。Stress. And then quality of sleep is a bit more colloquial than sleep quality. Sleep quality is fine, but we will usually say quality of sleep. Now, is there a rule for this? I've been wanting to write an article about this for a long time, but when I checked online, I found out that nobody can make head or tail of this. Nobody has found good rules about when to use it, when to use a compound, when to use adjectives. There are many ways of expressing possession in English. When do you use which one? You have to pay attention. I have not found a rule yet, so I don't know if I'm going to write this article because I don't know if I can find anything. You must pay attention to every usage because it is a bit more common to say quality of sleep, although sleep quality is also fine.
好，所以呢，各位注意到 Karen 老师他是用 daily life 这个日常生活， 所以一个快节奏的日常生活，然后呢 piles on stress， 这个也很有趣哈，就是很简洁的英文，它其实把我们这个原来的意思都讲出来了，而且各位注意到我们都没有谈到是谁啊，都没有把人讲出来啊，直接就说啊堆积了很多的压力，然后甚至于可能会影响你的睡眠品质。好，那睡眠品质，好 Karen 老师说这地方当然比较常见是 your quality of sleep， 而且我觉得这地方可能因为这句子比较短啊，那尾巴 your quality of sleep 好像感觉比较好一点啊。你如果说这个句子已经很短了，那 can even affect your sleep quality， 好像觉得突然之间就没了那种感觉。
It's okay.
啊，没有问题，没有错哈。但是呢，其实长一点，我觉得我那个句子感觉舒服一点。
I agree with your point, though.
Yeah.
Let's listen to it again. A fast-paced daily life piles on stress and can even affect your quality of sleep. Yeah, I think it's better rhythmically.
Yeah.
Here is the translation in our magazine. A fast pace of daily life can result in increased pressure on people and may even affect their quality of sleep. You notice they also use quality of sleep. I don't like using people when we don't have to. So it's okay, but I would try to get rid of the word people if it were me.
好，所以呢，这个翻译好，他说一样，它是 a fast pace of daily life， 它可以 result in 一样 increased pressure。好，那它用 pressure 这个字。那 on people 这个 people 其实除非必要，不然用 people 这个字感觉好，这个比较好像会比较
很
虚，好像有一点冲淡了你的这个文章的力量哈。所以在这里 people 如果拿掉也很好。
Let me just give you a piece of advice I got from my father when I was very young. Because when you're a kid and growing up, you are often upset about little things that happen, and then you start to feel kind of down, and you think that the whole world is against you. My father would sit me down and say, okay, what's bothering you? I said, well, everything's going wrong, and blah, 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 blah. He says, tell me what's going wrong. Give me a list. He says, tell me what's wrong. And then I would give him the first reason. He says, well, you can't know whether people like you or not. Never mind. Okay. And second is you have a lot of work you haven't finished. Okay, that's a reasonable one. Finish your work. And that one's taken care of. What's the next reason? Ever since he told me that, I must have been 12. I don't know. I was really young. I thought, he has a point. If you just say that, oh, everything's going wrong and I'm feeling all this stress, make a list and deal with it.
Yeah.
Don't just give in to that feeling of I'm feeling bad or I have a lot of stress.
Yeah, 这个是很好的 advice 哈。你如果觉得压力很大的话，好，你就拿个单子把它列出来，每一件你觉得对你产生压力的事情把它列出来。那你就会发现里面有一些其实是你没有办法控制的，
Right.
那你就把它划掉
Yeah.
啊。那这样的话就很容易把你的专注力放在你可以解决的事情上面。那你只要解决了一件一件事情解决，你的压力就会越来越少。Yeah.
I don't so often hear people talk about their fathers. I mean, it seems like a lot of people are closer to their mothers because they communicate more with their mothers. But I really lucked out when it came to fathers, you know, for the many reasons that I was crazy about my father. He helped me through a lot of tough situations. So I'm passing that on to all of you. If you're feeling stress, just sit down and make a list. You know, you can probably deal with it.
Yeah, 好，所以 make a list 好，那另外呢，这个后面它当然就是 may even affect their quality of sleep 啊，你前面用的那个 people 后面当然要用 their 了。
On to number 2.
好，那第二题他说，人们睡前应该把所有电子产品关掉，而且睡前至少2个小时也要避免剧烈运动啊。那这个人们好，在这里呢，因为我前面用了一个用 we 了，所以这个地方人们我也用 we 哈。那我们应该 we should 关掉所有的电子装置 turn off all electronic devices， 然后睡前 before going to bed 睡觉之前，然后呢睡前2个小时要避免剧烈运动。我们先讲避免剧烈运动因为睡前2个小时是时间，我们放后面，所以我就说 and avoid。 那剧烈运动我们可以说 intense exercise 就是剧烈的运动，然后呢是睡前2个小时，至少2个小时，所以可以写 at least 2 hours before bedtime 那前面讲 going to bed， 那这里 before bedtime 要换一下不要用同样的字好，所以我的翻译很简单，我再念一遍。 We should turn off all electronic devices before going to bed and avoid intense exercise at least 2 hours before bedtime.
Before the program, Wesley and I had a very short discussion about sleep and going to bed. So could we say turn off all devices before sleep? There's a reason why we don't usually say that, and that's because sleep 是睡着的这个动作, and we can't always control that. We can, however, control the time that we get into bed and pull the covers over us. So one thing we can do is just get in bed. As for when we actually fall asleep, you know, that isn't under our direct control. Maybe we're pretty good at falling asleep, but maybe not.
好，所以呢，这个地方你说 before sleep 也不能说错，但是这里 going to bed 是比较对的，因为照逻辑上来讲 sleep 是指你睡着了那个动作，你在睡觉了啊，那你事实上没有办法控制你什么时候在睡觉啊，你只能说我什么时候去睡觉啊，所以英文 going to bed go to bed 比 sleep 更常用。
Right. Okay, here's my translation. All electronics should be turned off before going to bed, and you should avoid vigorous exercise at least 2 hours before bedtime.
好，那 Karen 老师他是用被动的哈，就所有的装置应该都要被关掉啊，这里也是一样，就不需要讲人啊，所以 before going to bed 你就所有的这种东西啊，而且 Karen 老师他只用 electronics 就可以了，它就是指电子装置啊，那我是用 electronic 用形容词再加一个 device。然后呢，后面这个 Karen 老师说 you should avoid 那用 vigorous exercise 啊，那这个其实我看到 Karen 老师这样写，我才觉得这个好像比较常听到 vigorous exercise。
They're both okay.
两个都可以哈，但是这个 vigorous 哈，常常用来指剧烈运动。
Actually, there's a better one in the magazine, even better.
Okay.
So we'll see that.
拭目以待 yeah.
Right. And we can also say all your devices should be. Your devices. If you just say all devices, 所有的装置, it sounds like we're talking about the blender and the oven and the stove and everything. But all your devices, 你个人的这些装置, then we know you're talking about your phone, your iPad, your laptop, your whatever.
OK, 所以这地方你也可以说 all your devices 啊，但是要加个 your。你如果只写 all devices， 那可能包括所有的电器用品，太多了。但是 all your devices，那目前为止英文看到这样，他就会理解成为这是你的个人装置 your devices。
Right, so let's hear it again. All electronics should be turned off before going to bed, and you should avoid vigorous exercise at least 2 hours before bedtime. Here's the translation in our magazine. People should turn off all their electronic devices before bedtime and avoid strenuous exercise for at least 2 hours before they go to bed. Now, again, they're using people. I don't care for that because we're all people, and it's so虚. It's good to avoid it when you can, even if you're using the passive. But the thing that I like the best is strenuous exercise. That is the best collocation of all three.
所以剧烈运动最好的一个 collocation 就是 strenuous。好，把这个字记起来，就把这个词记起来 strenuous exercise 把它一起记。
I guess that strenuous makes a difference because I often hike at night. So I don't come back till after 9 o'clock. I guess that hiking is not considered strenuous exercise because after that I can sleep really well.
所以这个其实剧烈运动看个人的习惯了哈，有的时候可能晚上剧烈运动完之后你反而会更好睡，不一定。
It's not so 剧烈 either. I'm just walking.
That's true.
So I think
所以那不叫剧烈运动，那可能是一种放松的运动。
Yeah, I think so. It is not that vigorous. All right, so we have one part left, part B.
小型机车是许多台湾通勤族的主要交通工具，因此家家户户都有一台也不奇怪。好，那这个小型机车呢，可能很多人就这个我可以讲 small motorcycles 听起来很怪。
If I were marking the test, I might take off half a point.
也许会扣个 0.5 分。
But it's not bad. At least it's grammatical.
好，至少它是合文法的因为你说 motorcycle 通常感觉起来就蛮大的了。
When you say small motorcycle, I think of dolls.
对这个感觉好像是小模型那种感觉。
Yeah, 洋娃娃什么是在玩那个？
对，所以呢，怪怪的。那事实上，小型机车就是 scooters 那所以我们就直接写 scooters。好，然后呢
，Isn't that the way you say it in Taiwanese? Scooter 是吗
？Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, 好，所以他说这个scooters 那是 are 好，那许多台湾通勤族的主要交通工具。那主要交通工具，我直接说。The main means of transportation 然后呢，对许多台湾通勤族来讲是 for commuters in Taiwan 好，所以这个台湾通勤族我可以说 commuters in Taiwan
All right, now this is something that I pay attention to a lot, is a lot of people just naturally will say Taiwanese computers. I am not Taiwanese. And I live in Taiwan, and I've been in Taiwan longer than a lot of you guys. So I am a commuter in Taiwan, or I have been. Well, I still am, actually. And so it's good to avoid the word Taiwanese because it often refers to, in our minds, people who speak 闽南语。就是 本省人外省人这种感觉。And
yeah.
we don't necessarily want to distinguish between them, or maybe there are also a lot of foreign residents, or there are some 那个新住民 or all kinds of people. When you say Taiwanese, it feels like it's excluding all those people. And we won't want to do that because they have the same commuting problems as anybody else.
Yeah.
So if you, instead of using Taiwanese, 你就在名词后面说 in Taiwan, computers in Taiwan, that includes everybody.
好，所以要注意啊，就讲你讲台湾的什么什么，其实你是什么什么 in Taiwan 比较好。你用 Taiwanese 的话，常常会让人感觉到这是跟籍贯有关
Right.
啊，或者甚至跟国籍有关。但事实上，在台湾生活的很多人啊，他可能是外国人啊，可能是还有
新住民啦，
新住民啊，对，他也许是客家人，也许是台湾人，对，
Whatever.
等等啊，所以用 in Taiwan 这样的说法是比较好的啊。所以呢，这个前面啊 ，scooters are the main means of transportation。For commuters in Taiwan 哈，所以呢，每一家家户户都有一台也不奇怪哈。那这里有一个很好的一个结构，就是 It should come as no surprise that
memorize that because you won't think of it if you want to put it together yourself word by word. It is a chunk, like Wesley keeps reminding us.
Yeah, 而且是很好的 chunk 好，因为这个感觉起来有蛮权威的、蛮中性的那种感觉。
Exactly.
所以 it should come as no surprise that 所以这没什么奇怪，没什么奇怪呢 ？You can find one 不要再讲 a scooter 因为前面已经有 scooter， 你就 you can find one， 然后呢 in almost every， 那这个地方每一个家庭我本来是用 family， 后来 Karen 说这个地方其实用 household 比较好，没错，这地方用 household， 每一户有一个那 family 感觉起来是那种家人的那种感情那种感觉。
And I have this picture of a family gathered around the table and then a motorcycle in the middle. It's just kind of a strange image.
就怪怪的，用 family 的话，好像一家人在那边可能温馨的用餐在吃饭，然后突然之间旁边踩几台摩托车在那边，
That's a member of a family. Oh, I have to tell you, there's a very silly old TV series from the 60s, I think, or 70s. I think it's called My Mother the Car. The mother is reincarnated as a car. Look it up. You will find it somewhere. I think it's called My Mother the Car.
OK， 好，所以我整句翻译我再念一次。Scooters are the main means of transportation for commuters in Taiwan, so it should come as no surprise that you can find one in almost every household.
Beautiful. Okay, here's my translation. Scooters are the main means of transportation for many Taiwan commuters, so it shouldn't come as a surprise that nearly every household owns one. It's very similar.
那各位注意到 Karen 老师讲 Taiwan commuters， 他不是说 Taiwanese commuters。
Right, you can do that too.
Yeah.
Just don't add the e's.
Yeah, 因为 Taiwan 的话感觉起来就是这个地理的位置，就在台湾的这些 commuter 居民 Yeah，
我是居民 我不是台湾籍，可是我是台湾的居民
Yeah， 好，然后呢这个 nearly every household owns one 就是它几乎每一个都有一个所以用 own 这个动词也很好。
要拥有 All right, here's the translation in our magazine.Scooters are a major means of transportation for many commuters in Taiwan, so it comes as no surprise that every household owns one. What is the difference between this and Wesley and my translations? If we say it should come as no surprise, I am referring to the listener. 你听了，你应该不会觉得很奇怪，你不该觉得奇怪。But if we say it comes as no surprise, that means 我在通知一个 fact 给你。It comes as no surprise. 那个已经是一个好像现成的一个事实，而不是在特别针对你为听者。
好，所以有这个差别。好 ，It comes as no surprise 就是告诉你一个客观的事实了但是如果说 It should come as no surprise 就是你听起来，
个人听了
应该不会觉得奇怪。
Comes as no surprise means all of us already we shouldn't feel it's very surprising.
OK， 那接下来我们来看下一题。他说，小型机车相对低的单价和便利的停车设施是机车在台湾盛行的两个主要原因。好，所以这个地方，因为我已经在讲小型机车了，所以我直接用 there 开头那相对的叫做 relatively， 那低的是 low， 然后它的单价我可以说 purchase price 就是购买的价钱。好，然后呢，便利的停车设施，便利的 convenient。那停车设施呢？这地方你当然可以说这个 convenient parking facilities， 但其实这地方所谓便利的停车设施就是停车方便所以 their relatively low purchase price and convenient parking are the two main reasons why 这都很简单，就是这两个主要原因 why scooters are so popular in Taiwan所以我整句我再念一次 their relatively low purchase price and convenient parking are the two main reasons why scooters are so popular in Taiwan.
Beautiful. Here's my translation. The two key reasons for their overwhelming popularity in Taiwan are first, their low purchase price, and second, the convenient parking.
好，所以 two key reasons for 什么什么，好，然后呢，这个 are first， 然后呢 second， 好，这是另外一种结构啊，也非常清楚。那各位注意那个 overwhelming popularity 哈，就是会淹没你的那种受欢迎的程度，就是哇，大家都这么喜欢骑机车啊。那所以两个 key reasons 关键的原因啊，是第一个 first 啊，他们的 low purchase price， 第二个 the convenient parking。那注意这个地方有一个 the， 就是特指在台湾的
摩托车的
这个 convenient parking。
That's right. And the design of the sentence is to keep the listener sort of 好像吊他的胃口 and then making them wait for the reason why they are popular. So overwhelming popularity, if it's overwhelmingly popular, I should learn about it. So that will try to kind of keep your listeners or readers' interest to find out what the reasons are.
好，就先告诉他们 overwhelming popularity， 那读者就会所以还有 key reasons， 他们就会期待啊，就想要看看到底是哪两个原因。
And when we see a number, we're expecting a list. And lists are nice because you can go through them fast. You just grab the main items and you're done reading.
好，然后呢，把它分成两项，这种也是好，有一个好处就是便于理解啊，因为我们看有两个，那我们就会脑袋就去抓第一个是什么，然后就会等着抓第二个是什么。
So we don't have to read the whole thing.
Yeah.
All right, and here's the translation in our magazine. The relatively low price of scooters and convenient parking facilities are the two main reasons why scooters are prevalent in Taiwan. Prevalent is a very good word to learn. I personally don't think it's the best one right here. It's fine, but prevalent is a little bit weaker than overwhelmingly popular or overwhelming popularity. Prevalent is a more learned kind of word, more academic kind of word.
好，所以 prevalent 比较是学术上面会使用的语言啊。那在这里其实 overwhelmingly popular 那个非常强的感觉啊。好，然后呢，这个 low price of scooters 啊，这个地方直接用 price 就可以了哈。
And that's it for today. Please tune in next time and also look for our 一言堂 on YouTube. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.